Welcome back. Today, I was going to talk about pancreatic cysts and a herbal combination. And the two herbs are Da Huang and Mang Xiao. And first, I'll talk a little bit about pancreatic cysts and how they work, and then we can talk about the herbs. But first of all, pancreatic cysts. So your pancreas is the organ, kind of in the center part of your abdomen, upper part of your abdomen. And the pancreas is responsible for producing a lot of the enzymes that help to break down your food and help your digestion. And the pancreas can become inflamed over time. It can have, for a number of reasons, gallstones can cause it to become inflamed. Very high cholesterol can cause it to become inflamed. Drinking alcohol for large amounts for long periods of time can also cause it to become inflamed. And even without inflammation, you can develop what are called pancreatic cysts. And pancreatic cysts are basically kind of like little pockets inside the pancreas. Usually, your pancreas is supposed to be a fairly solid organ from left to right, but when you have pancreatic cysts, you can have these pockets develop in there. And we usually find out about it when we do some sort of imaging test, like a ultrasound or a CAT scan or MRI or something, and you can see these pockets in there. For a lot of people, you may not feel anything. You may never have known you have these, and if that's you, that's great. Some people can have abdominal pain. They can have a lot of just pain in the middle, indigestion. You might have diarrhea, and it can become symptomatic. There's another type of entity called pancreatic pseudocysts, and those typically happen when you have a pancreatitis and a pancreatic infection. But for the majority of people, pancreatic cysts don't necessarily cause any problems. But if you do have symptoms, then this is something that you want to consider. You may also have weight loss. You might feel like you get full very easily. Those are other symptoms that you can have with pancreatic cysts. And the herbs I wanted to talk about today are two herbs. One is called Da Huang, and the other is Mang Xiao. And these are this is two herbs that actually pair together. And it's a somewhat of a famous pairing in Chinese medicine. And they work together especially for GI issues, and not just in terms of pancreatic cysts, but you can use them for other scenarios as well. Da Huang is an herb that is a cool herb, and it also has a downward moving function to it. So it can be used in situations of constipation or anything kind of causing blockage in the abdomen. And so also for pancreatic cysts, if the symptoms match with it. And the other herb is Mang Xiao, and Mang Xiao is also considered a cold, kind of salty type of herb. And the quality of it helps it to what we call break up accumulations, and it helps to soften hardness in the body. And so in certain things you can have, for example, like gallstones, that's considered hardness, and Mang Xiao is an herb that can help to break up that type of hardness. And so it's another type of quality in Chinese medicine herbs that we look at. And so these two herbs go together, and Da Huang is a cooling herb, and it helps to move the energy downward. Mang Xiao is a cold and salty herb. It also cools down, and it helps to break up the hardness. And together, they can be used in scenarios where you have something hard or some kind of blockage that is causing obstruction and causing symptoms. So pancreatic cysts, in some people, fit that type of a scenario where you have this blockage, something causing obstruction that needs to be dissolved and purged downward. And these herbs, if you use them incorrectly, they can cause a lot of other bad symptoms. You can have diarrhea and other things. So you need to make sure that you're getting it from a physician who knows what they're doing with these herbs and matching your condition appropriately. So pancreatic cysts and the two herbs Da Huang and Mang Xiao. And we'll see you next time.